After an 8-month-long hiatus, My Adventures with Superman is finally back with the first 2 episodes of Season 2, and it is just as good as it was before. Season 2 picks up directly where Season 1 left off, with Clark, Lois, and Jimmy trying to figure out the secrets of not just the Kryptonians, but what also the government's trying to do in the shadows. Episode 1 starts off with Clark having visions of his father Jor-El and of more Kryptonian ships landing on Earth. At the same time, Lois is getting no responses from her father after he didn't kill Superman last season. Jimmy is also here, and he's also rich now after he sold the Flamebird channel to Daily Planet after that happened in the finale. Dude has like $5 million in the bank. And I think Jimmy is basically an excuse to be like, oh, how did the characters get this thing? Oh, well, Jimmy paid for it.
I bought the bank.
He spends a lot of money in these first 2 episodes alone, so I guarantee he will be broke by the end of this season. Anyway, Jimmy meets the guy who built the Parasite armor last season and basically gives him a pep talk to follow his dreams. I wonder if that's gonna come back soon to haunt them. Soon after though, Clark, Lois, and Jimmy, they go to Antarctica to find something about Clark's visions. And they find a ship there with Jor-El's AI in it. And it basically just amounts to him saying, Krypton blew up, you're the last Kryptonian, except for your cousin, go find her, bye. Episode 2 starts off with Amanda Waller, she's the villain now by the way, talking to Lois's father in a jail cell. She's trying to find these weapons that she thinks he has safeguarded somewhere, but he's not budging. Lois asks Clark to help her find her dad, which is in the same place he's being held with a bunch of other prisoners. Clark and Lois find her dad and break him out, but it's clear that there's still some tension between Superman and Lois's dad because, you know, he tried to kill him. After a somewhat intense fight with this show's version of Atomic Skull, they're able to get away with the help of Jimmy, who bought a boat to help. They expose the fact that Amanda Waller and Task Force X has been experimenting on those prisoners from earlier to the news, and Lois's dad, whose name is Sam by the way, I forgot to mention that, goes into hiding by living with Clark and Jimmy. After all that is over, the boy from episode 1 that Jimmy talked to meets with Amanda Waller and reveals his name to of course be Lex Luthor. And he wants to help take down Superman because, well, what else would he want to do? And that's where the episode ends. If I haven't made it clear, then let me just say this right now. I love this show. I know I make jokes, but I genuinely love all these characters, and I can't wait to see more in the rest of Season 2. I legit think that Lois Lane in this show is my favorite Lois Lane in any piece of DC media, just because of how chaotic she is. Jimmy's fun too, but I think he doesn't have much to do compared to the other two, but I'll wait to see what they do with him. And obviously, the main guy himself, Superman. He's still as great as he was before. He is the epitome of the big blue Boy Scout. What can I say?
I just think they're neat.
One thing this show excels at, to me at least, is just how it brings in other superpowered characters without them already being super. Like, you know what I mean? Like how Livewire last season got her powers from the technology she used. Well, they do that again here with Atomic Skull in episode 2, and who I think is supposed to be Damage from episode 1. Also, nods to other superheroes, like how they say Vicky Vale works for the Gotham Gazette, and I know the creators said they aren't doing Batman in this show, but they also mentioned Star Labs, which is in Central City, and no one said anything about the Flash. So that's a nice addition for future episodes. I personally would like to see them doing a racing episode, like what the 90s show did, but that's just me. And of course, the fact that this season, Clark will be looking for his cousin, Kara, aka Supergirl. I didn't think they would have her show up in this show so soon, but with the influx of Supergirl-related media we've gotten lately, like the Supergirl show or her appearance in the Flash movie, it makes sense. So I can't wait to see what they do with her and with the rest of this show. But that's all I have to say. I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of the show, and let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see, or if there's anything you'd like to hear me talk about as well. Please like and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Twitch if you like. And I'll see you later.